Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
And welcome everybody back to Dover International Speedway. My name is Josh Hall. This is Intensity Broadcasting's live coverage of the original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series, brought to you by Hull Heating and Sheet Metal. And it's going to be a wild one here tonight. We saw an awesome finish. Eddie Smith getting the win in the first one, and Eddie giving some advice out there on how to run this track. And Garrett Kinder said he was taking notes, and it looks like he has, as he's currently sitting in second, just behind Zach Wetstein. Take a look, see who's out on track. We see Tia Swank here in that Hoosier machine, trying to get some laps under his bank. Tia's currently up into the 7th position. One of the other Reaper Racing's drivers, Christian Dedman, spotting a new paint scheme going from the Monster paint scheme to the NOS paint scheme. See if that gives them a little better luck here tonight. See who else is out there on track. William Griffith and that 12 machine. Currently running in the 23rd position. Let's see if he's able to put a couple laps down, get himself in a better position. And we see the 05. Is that Chris McLean we just saw from the previous race? It is showing 19 on the screen, but 05 on the truck. And we just saw him in the last race have a great finish. See what he's able to do here tonight in the truck series. Another Reaper driver, Kyle Roberts, currently up in the top 6 position. Kevin Kinder says, hello, y'all, again. Kevin, good to see you back. Looking for an exciting one here is, Sam Wetstein up into the 3rd position. So another one who might have been taking some notes in the last race, showing what they can do out there, as Sam's currently in the 3rd position. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here again tonight. So we got about 4 minutes before qualifying starts up, and we saw a bit of a wild race in the first one. Pretty clean for the first 60 laps or so. And then cautions started breeding cautions, and we'll have to see if that happens again here tonight. As we see Aaron Edcock out on track as well, right behind the 48 of Jason Lottridge. Another driver I expect to be up there at the front is Aaron Adcock, as he's always finds a way to get himself to the front of these races. And looking for a good, solid finish here tonight. Garrett Kinder now out on track. So he's currently 2nd on the speed charts. To see if he's able to take those notes he got from Eddie Smith earlier and get himself a win here tonight. But the man who's going to be the tough one to beat, as always, is Zach Wetstein whenever he's in these races. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. Garrett Kinder on top of the standings over Aaron Adcock, Tracy Pastons, Josh Lokovitz, and Josh Oswald, your top 5. Then Joshua Smith, so Josh Lokovitz, Josh Oswald, Josh Smith, so 3 Joshes in a row in the points there. Joshua Smith back in 6th, Brandon Wallace in 7th, Mickey Isaac, Charlie Elmore, and Kyle Roberts round out your top 10. As I mentioned, Christian Dedman, 11th in points, running a little different paint scheme tonight, trying to see if he can get himself a little better luck. As we show you your top 20 in points and get ready to get some practice back underway, as Kyle Roberts still out on track, currently up in 6th. 25 trucks are going to take the green flag here tonight. sure it's going to be just as exciting as the last one. There's the 53 of Tracy Passions out on track as well. Tracy having a great run here as well. Currently third in points. So Tracy looking to have a good points day here at Dover. And Dover's a tricky track. If you weren't around for the first one, Dover's a very tricky track. It's a mile long. It's fast. It's concrete. It's known as the Monster Mile because it can come out and bite you at any time. And as we ride along with Tracy here, you'll see what makes this track so tough. We've got this, you hear the engine getting high-pitched off the corner. As you dive down in the corner, you actually dive down into the corner. The corner actually goes down a hill. And as you come off the corner, you hear the truck get light there as it comes off the corner because it comes up the hill and it loads down into the corner. You get a ton of grip in the center of the corner here. But as you come off the corner, as Eddie Smith said earlier, you got to make sure that wheel is straight. Not a lot of off the throttle. As you see Tracy cutting down here. Let's ride along with Sam Wetstein. He's got a wreck in front of him, so he's going to be off the gas just a little bit. There you go. We'll ride along with Christian Dedman. And you'll hear every time they come off that corner, that truck is just a little bit light. You hear those revs go up just a little bit. And that's going to be tough for these drivers tonight to find that balance between speed and control. Again, I say speeds are pretty quick here. We'll take a look at Christian's speed, about 146 into the corner as he comes off the corner. Gaining just a little bit of speed, almost 170 miles an hour into the turn. And 20-second laps around 1 mile track makes for an interesting race for sure. I consider Dover to be like Bristol. Very similar, just instead of a half mile, it's a mile, and they're both concrete, high banks, high speeds. And we'll see that here tonight. As let's see who the first truck is to make their way off of pit road. It looks like it's gonna be the 78 of Cody Bohm. Cody's wiggling back and forth a little bit, trying to get a little bit of heat in those tires so that he'll have grip here on his qualifying attempt. Seen a couple different ways these drivers have been attacking this track for qualifying. Oh, catches the wall off of turn number 4. That's going to disallow his qualifying time. See, Sam Wetstein, who was third on the board in practice. Let's see what he's able to do here in qualifying. If he's coming to take the green flag here. Right down on the bottom. Eddie Smith checking in from the winner's circle. As we see Sam jump up into the 5th position on his first lap. Let's see if he's able to improve on his second lap. Really sideways through the corner, and expect to see that out of Garrett Kinder. Not Sam Wetstein, but able to hold on to it as he comes off of turn number 4. A little wiggle out of that 98 machine, and he's going to move himself up. No, he's not going to move himself up. His lap time was exactly the same as his first lap. So let's take a look at Tracy Passions out on track right now. Coming to take the green flag. Tracy dives down into that corner. Working that low line on entry here on these fresh tires, like Eddie Smith said you could in the post-race interview of the Outlaw race. Tracy moves up to second on the board on his first lap. See if he's able to improve here on his second lap. As he makes his way off of turn number 4 down to the stripe. And Tracy, we're going to stay in that second position. Chris McLean up on pole. We saw Chris in the first race, and he's pulling double duty here tonight, currently up in on the pole. See if anybody's able to knock him off as we see Josh Lokenvitz out on track, just coming on track to start his qualifying attempt. Lokovitz takes the green flag here. Good looking opening lap here, using that arc that we see a lot of people run here at Dover. Kind of run that middle lane and then drive it down to the bottom on exit. That allows that truck to really rotate and get some speed, as Lokovitz on his first lap is going to be in the 11th position. See if he's able to improve here on his second lap. All the way down to the apron, off the turn number 4, and to the stripe, and Lokovitz is going to jump up into the 9th position. Here's the driver that we expect to have a good lap here. Well, I don't know if that paint job is going to help him. Zach Westside makes his way off of turn number 4. I always give him a hard time about that Colts paint job, but yeah, we'll have to see. Every time he's run it so far, he's had a pretty good finish, so we'll see if he brings that luck back again. Zach currently on his second lap here, making his way off of turn number 2. Oh, gets loose off the corner. Drives all the way down to the apron. That's going to kill his qualifying attempt. And Garrett Kinder is currently on the pole. Didn't even see him go out. And he is currently sitting on the pole. And Zach would have had a great lap. His first lap tied Garrett Kinder's second lap. So, yeah, we'll see if what we can do here as we see Charles Stevens Jr. coming down the backstretch. This is his second lap, coming to the checkered flag, working that higher lane. And to the stripe, and Charles Stevens Jr. will stay in the 17th position. Jason Longridge just came across the line. He'll be in 19th. I think he got into the wall on his first lap because his first lap did not count. And with about 3 minutes left, let's see if anybody else is going to make their way out onto the track. We've got a couple drivers, Josh Oswald, Alex Veith, Kyle Roberts, who have not pit yet, or taken a time yet. Aaron Adcock just finished up. He's in the 15th position. While we've got a break in the action here, let's take a look again at the points. Again, Garrett Kinder on top over Aaron Adcock. Tracy Passons, Josh Lokovich, Josh Oswald, Josh Smith, Brandon Wallace, Mickey Isaac, Charles Elmore, and Kyle Roberts make up your top 10. Christian Edmonds sitting back in 11th. Brett Grunwald in 12th. Tyler Rice, Cody Bohm, and Alex Veith, your top 15, as Cody and Alex are currently tied for that 14th position. Then Jesse Nekula, Zach Wetstein, Charles Feltz, Sam Wetstein, and Tia Swank round out your top 20. I know Charles Feltz is no longer running in this league. He's got another league that he's been running in. So we're going to miss good old Chuck there, but hopefully his new ventures are paying off for him. So good to see guys who have worked hard and moved themselves into positions to run some different stuff. And we look forward to talking to Chuck again. I know he won his first race not too long ago in the Rebels and on Sunday Night Cup Series. So it's good to see Chuck still having some fun out there. As we got about a minute and a half left before we start gridding these boys up here tonight. We want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on Intensity Broadcasting. Of course, all the sponsors that make this league possible: Hull Heating and Sheet Metal, in memory of Ray Cobb, Schmiel Racing Designs, Shibu Inu Crypto, Peg Leg Felts, P&J Motorsports, Evil Empire Sim Sport, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Schmiel Racing Designs, BK Motorsports, Sabuski Window Tinting, all these guys who pitch in to make this league what it is. And while I'm pitching things, I might as well, you knew it was coming, talk about our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com, where you can find everything from hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, mouse pads, of not just Intensity Broadcasting, but all your favorite leagues, including the Original Rebels, SCSRA, Thunderstruck, Mayhem Motors, Modifieds, and Extreme Forces. And I do know that we do have some new designs coming up pretty soon, so stick around and check it out, as we do have some exciting stuff coming for you in the next few weeks. Just taking a look at the chat here. As we mentioned, Eddie Smith is watching this race from the winner's circle. Kevin Kinder rooting on the number 13 as always. Talking about Kevin up on the pole. Cody Bohm saying he messed up his run. Yeah, Cody, a tough break, but you'll be fine. Just work your way through the field. Nice and easy. So here we go. We're getting ready to grid here. And of course, as always, your starting lineup is brought to you by BK Motorsports. And sitting on pole tonight is the 13 of Garrett Kinder, getting that Peg Leg Felts Pole Award. Outside of him will be the 4 of Zach Wetstein. Starting third will be the 19 of Chris McLean, with Tracy Passions rolling off fourth and Tia Swank rounding out your top 5. Christian Denman, he'll be rolling off 6th with Brandon Wallace in 7th. Christopher Heiner rolling off 8th. And in the 5th row, you'll find Charlie Elmore and Zach Wetstein. Josh Lokovitz in the 11th position with Jim McClendon rolling off in 12th. 13th will be Brett Grunwald, along with Mickey Isaac to his outside in 14th. Aaron Adcock rolls off from the 15th position, and William Griffith in the 12 rolling off in 16th. Charles Stevens Jr. in the 88. He'll be in 17th with Mike Veith in the 18th position. Then Jason Lottridge and Spencer Gay rounding out row number 10. Row 11 will be Tyler Rice and Kyle Roberts, with Josh Oswald, Alex Veith, and Cody Bohm rounding out the rest of the field here at Dover International Speedway. Again, Dover Speedway, just outside the, or inside the Dover Downs Casino. It's actually some horse racing tracks that are right around the track as well. So it's a very interesting speedway for sure. Take a look from high above. Again, high banked concrete oval. Reminds me a lot of Bristol on steroids. Garrett Kidner, your pole sitter, he's going to lead them down to the starting zone. Pace truck getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Of course, Kevin Kinder rooting on the 13 the 3 and the 78. Garrett Kinder's going to lead him down to the starting zone. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Dover, and a great start for Zach Wetstein up on that high side. He's able to pull alongside Garrett Kinder here. You see Chris McLean, who has some experience from the first race, tucking in behind Zach to roll himself into the third position. Now McLean attacking Zach Wetstein, something you normally don't see at a track like this. But McLean trying to use those fresh tires to get alongside Zach here and try to take away that second position. So move Zach back, something I normally don't say here in these races, into the third position. And here comes Tracy Passions making his way up here as well. And Zach might be in a little bit of a conservative mode. We know it's really easy to burn that right front tire off, and he could be just kind of hanging back a little bit, trying to keep it nice and clean. We see Brandon Wallace working over the back bumper of Tia Swank here. This is a battle for fifth position. And a little further back, Mickey Isaac trying to get a run on Sam Wetstein as they make their way down into turn number 3. Aaron Adcock already on the move, up 4 spots from his starting position up into the 11th position, trying to chase down Josh Lokovitz to get up into the top 10. And now Chris McLean stalking Garrett Kinder, trying to get himself up into the lead here. Again, McLean has some experience out here tonight as he was in the first race, and it's showing as he's staying right there with Garrett Kinder. Now Kinder took some notes from Eddie Smith at the end of that last one. I asked Eddie how to get around this track, and Eddie gave a pretty good description on what you can do here. As Tia Swank looking down to the inside. He's got Brandon Wallace looking on the outside. Brandon Wallace also pulling double duty tonight, so he's got some laps under his belt here. And he's showing it. He's currently up in the 5th position. Tracy Passions now looking down underneath Zach Wetstein, trying to take away that 3rd position. Tracy got a little loose off the corner, had to chase it up the track, but Zach running that middle lane allows Tracy to get back down underneath, and as they make their way off of turn number 4, we got a yellow flag out. Not sure what brought that out, but we'll take a look real quick with our Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind, see if we can figure out what it was that brought this out. And I found out what brought this out pretty quickly. Looks like a little bit of contact between Mike Veith and Kyle Roberts here. Trying to find the best view of this. Oh, Mike got some contact from behind. It looks like is that Cody Bohm might have made some contact with Mike here. And let's take a look from the blimp. See, yeah, Cody made some contact. I know it's kind of tough to see, but made some contact with Mike, and that sent him down into Kyle Roberts. He will get locked down. Ooh, looks like Alex got a little piece of that as well. So tough break early on. Take a look at the chat here. Kevin Kinder says, go get them, boys. Ratchet Miller says, all right, 13. Hammer down and let her eat. Zachary Johnson says, 01 truck needs a win, referring to Mickey Isaac, who's always there at the end. Mickey Isaac reminds me of the old Kevin Harvick. You don't really mention him too much, but he's always in that top 10 at the end of the race. And Eddie Smith says, Ratchet, don't cause any cautions tonight. As always, whenever Ratchet shows up, the yellow flag flies. Here we go. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, get ready to refire them here at Dover as they make their way down onto the backstretch. Garrett Kinder taking the inside. Chris McLean on the outside. Zach Wetstein back in third, but Tracy Parsons on that high side. See if Tracy's able to get around Zach here. So there we go. Pace truck is off. Kinder makes his way down to the restart zone. He's immediately on that loud pedal. Green flag in the air. McLean able to stay alongside there with Garrett Kinder and able to hold on there on that high side as Zach is trying to get down underneath the 05. He's going to have to tuck in behind. So great battle shaping up front as Zach finally starting to get his rhythm. And now Tracy Parsons looking down underneath Zach here. And Zach got a little loose in the corner. He now gets passed by Tracy Parsons. And here comes, ooh, Zach disappeared here as Brandon Wallace now gets on by as well. Or he's trying to get by. Zach is coming and going here. Tia Swank right there in the mix as well. A little further back, Sam Wetstein trying to make his way up through the field. Currently has Cody Bohm looking down to the inside. Just not able to make that work. Brandon Wallace now has a mirror full of Tia Swank. Tia taking a look down to the inside. And there you have TS move him up into the top 5. As Garrett Kinder now has Chris McLean all over that back bumper. Trying to take the lead away. Here comes Tracy Parsons. Oh, Parsons gets down underneath McLean. And almost was able to get around him. Almost slides up into Zach Wetstein right there. Now they're going to reset. It's also allowed Garrett Kinder to get just a little bit of a run here. So great battle ensuing up at the front of the field here. A little further back, Brandon Wallace sliding backwards. Mickey Isaac just got around. Here comes William Griffith going by. And Charlie Elmore. Ooh, Brandon Wallace up into the wall. Brandon Wallace is sideways. No caution, but sideways in front of the field. Hard contact with the outside wall. And his tough night continues. See Sam Wetstein looking down to the inside to get around. Jason Lottridge trying to get around as well. Christian Dedman has Aaron Adcock all over the back bumper. Aaron Adcock making some moves through the field up into the 8th position. Trying to take away... up into the 7th position. Trying to take away 6th from Christian Dedman. Garrett Kinder coming up on some lap traffic. They're coming around the 9 of Mike Veith. Mike's going to stay down and out of the way. as we work lap number 20 of 100. In the first race, we saw McLean kind of doing the same thing, up at the front all race long, just trying to bide his time. Finished 6th in the first race, led some laps. And now he's just kind of riding there, trying to follow Garrett Kinder. Let's ride along with Kinder, see how much he's turning to the right here, or if he's held in a pretty wheel. See him just barely turn down into the corner, and as he comes off the corner, that wheel should be nice and straight, which it is, and Kinder doing a great job keeping that 19 truck behind him. Zach Westside and Tracy Parsons are continuing to battle at it. Zach continuing to have a little bit of a connection issue. And a little further back, we've got a battle back here as Josh Lokovitz has slowly been getting caught here by Charles Stevens Jr. And Jr. is just going to make his way right around Lokovitz. Another driver who's on the march right now, currently up 6 positions. And Tracy Parsons just had an issue. Let's take a look, see what happened to Tracy here, because Zach was able to get by the 53, and looks like Zach was able to pull alongside, and oh, Tracy got a little loose there off the corner. You saw him get almost up in the wall or something, so he slid back into the 4th position. Jim McClendon working on Mickey Isaac, and he's got a mirror full of Charles Stevens Jr., so this is a battle for 9th, 10th, and 11th on track as McClendon almost gets passed on the high side by Charles Stevens Jr. Now McClendon's going to go down on the low side, get around Mickey Isaac, and here comes Charles Stevens Jr. coming through as well. Christian Dedman has the 1. Christopher Heiner catching him here. Ooh, Dedman way up the track, almost up into the wall. Not really sure what happened there, but Heiner's able to get right on by, so Dedman maybe having some issues with that truck. And he slid way up out of the groove, and now we've got McLean all over the back bumper of Kinder. It's the closest McLean's been so far. Take a ride, look off the back bumper of Garrett Kinder, kind of running a little defensive line down the backstretch, kind of keep McLean from taking a look underneath. As they come across the line to start lap number 30. Oh, here comes the look down to the inside. McLean was not able to get there. Kinder gets the better run off the corner. These two continue to battle for first. McLean keeps getting there to the back bumper, but he's not able to make the move. It's one thing to get to the back bumper, it's another thing to get on by. Now Kinder starting to pull back away from McLean. Well, battle going on back here. Tyler Rice getting around Josh Lokovitz. Now he's going to set his sights on Spencer Gay. And how about this? Aaron Adcock. Haven't really talked about him too much, but now he's up into the 5th position. So up 10 positions from where he started, up into 5th. As he's slowly and methodically making his way through the field. The battle up front continues as Chris McLean fell off Garrett Kinder. Now he's making his way back to that back bumper. As the Chevy of Garrett Kinder leads over the Ford of Chris McLean. We always have the Chevy versus Ford comments in the chat. So I figured I'd throw that in there as well. As Garrett Kinder now again starts to pull away from Chris McLean. Aaron Adcock slowly reeling in his Uncle Tracy as they make their way off of turn number 4. And we're going to be talking about some green flag pit stops pretty soon. As Aaron Adcock looks up to the high side, tries to use that run down through the corner to try to get some speed there down the hill. And while that's going on, our leaders are starting to catch some lap traffic. I believe they're going to be catching the 17 of Josh Oswald in just a moment. As Chris McLean now applying pressure to Garrett Kinder once again right there on that back bumper. Trying to show that in that mirror that, hey, I'm not going away, I'm here. And I'm here to pounce on any mistake that you might make. Take a look in the chat here before they catch this lap truck, and there they go. They're going around Josh Oswald. He's going to stay up on the high side. Ratchet getting mad at me for calling him out and him causing the caution here tonight. He said I ain't caused any, but the broadcast last night seemed to cause a few. I seen it, and now thanks Eddie. Now you got Josh on me. Ratchet says like that Eddie advice to Garrett Kinder on how to get around this track, include having that bow tie underneath him. Jonah Colbert said Ford felt bad, had to let Chevy have at least one win. Followed up by Haters Gonna Hate from Ratchet. So let you know what's going on in the YouTube chat here. A lot of back and forth going on. It's a lot of fun. Mickey Isaac getting passed here by Tyler Rice and Kyle Roberts. Kyle Roberts making a dive into the corner there. I thought he was going to try to get underneath Tyler Rice, but he was not able to. But they're going to move Mickey Isaac back into the 15th position as, again, Garrett Kinder, Chris McLean continue to pull away from third place Zach Wetstein. But here they go. They're catching some lap traffic. They've got Alex Veith and William Griffith in front of them. Those two are racing for position as the leaders come through here. Griff's going to move up out of the side. Alex is going to stay down on the bottom. Colbert says new trucks are coming on Tuesday, I believe. I haven't heard anything on the front about the new trucks coming. I did happen to see, though, if you haven't, it's on iRacing's Twitter, the new 1987 Buick. And McLean has fallen way off the pace here. And I think he almost got into the side of Alex Veith, and that really slowed him down. And now he's trying to reel Kinder back in. So, yeah, the 87 Buick LeSabre is going to be in the build. I know that. The four-banger dirt truck cars are going to be in the build as well, along with I-55 Speedway on the dirt side. I haven't really heard any other rumors or seen anything else. What I'm really excited for personally is the new dirt model. They've got the dirt now where it's actually clumping up on the side of the track, not just making a cushion, if you will, but actual chunks of dirt. So that's going to make things really interesting on the dirt side of things. I'm really looking forward to that. I'd like to see as much realism in the sim as they can, and looking forward to everything they do. And I know they have some other things they've been working on. As Garrett Kinder comes up on Brandon Wallace here. And Chris McLean is running Kinder back down. I don't know if it's just the lap traffic or what, but again, right back to the back bumper. Here comes McLean, who's slowly making his way back up there. Another thing I know that's coming to iRacing in the next build is a new Formula 4 car. So a couple things in the works. The Aston Martin Vantage GT4 will be in the build. Yeah, they got it. Somebody said, Kevin Skinner says they got to be getting close to a pit window. I'm sure. Well, we see it now. Kyle Roberts, Josh Lokovich, Josh Oswald all just hit pit road. Oh, the patch notes were posted yesterday. I didn't even see the patch notes. So I'm looking forward to sharing those with you guys as well. Let's see if I can find those while, if we get another caution, we'll take a look at what's in there. But you're right. Somebody said we're probably getting close to the pit window. I'm sure we are. A couple drivers coming on the pit road. You see Charlie Elmore making his way on the pit road. And this is a very tough pit road to get onto. You're doing 145 miles an hour through the corner, and you got to get slowed down to 40. Not just that, but you're going from this high banking down to a flat apron. And it just makes it very difficult to get onto pit road here. You see one truck, it's Brett Grunwald, almost losing it getting onto pit road. So some of these drivers might be hoping for a caution to get on the pit road a little bit easier. Yeah, Kinder going around Cody Boehm here. Kinder's going to let Boehm back around. Well, I just peeked at the release notes, and there we go. Coming down the pit road now, Garrett Kinder and Chris McLean. Both of them getting on the pit road. Right behind them, Aaron Adcock coming as well. You see what I mean by the speed down on pit road. 35 mile an hour, 35 mile an hour pit road. So We're seeing these guys come down on the pit road after going 170 miles an hour down the pit road. Colbert says that he missed pit road under green yesterday, so it's very easy to do. Zach Wetstein down on the pit road. Tracy Passion's around as well. That's going to give the lead to Christian Deadman unless he makes his way on the pit road here. He does. He's going to slow down in the middle of turns 3 and 4, make his way on the pit road. So Brandon Wallace, if he doesn't pit here, will come around and assume the lead. A lot of damage to that 99 machine. He's got the one of the one of Christopher Heiner looking down to the inside, and Brandon Wallace will take over the lead with Jason Lottridge in second as Garrett Kinder comes off pit road. Zach Wetstein coming off pit road as well. McLean about a second back behind Kinder. See if Brandon Wallace and Jason Lottridge come down on the pit road this time. Lottridge is making his way to the back bumper. Lottridge wants to lead a lap here. Here comes Spencer Gay down underneath these two, along with Kyle Roberts, so they're not going to be able to make it down on the pit road this time. Here comes Sam Wetstein as well, as these two are battling for the lead right now. Here comes Lottridge looking down to the inside. Mickey Isaac thought about making it 3 wide for a second, but Lottridge going to jump up to the high side, and I believe Brandon Wallace way off pace. He might be out of gas. I believe he's going to be coming down on the pit road this time. Yeah, you can hear that truck stuttering. That truck is out of fuel almost. So he's coming down on the pit road. That's going to give the lead to Jason Lottridge. Lottridge going to come down pit road this time. Is he going to stay out one more to try to get the bonus points for leading a lap? He looks like he's going to stay out, but Garrett Kinder is going to go right on by. So Kinder is going to retake the lead. McLean getting around Lottridge. You see Spencer Gay right there as well. Tyler Rice. Tyler Rice is the first car 1 lap down. As Kinder's lead over Chris McLean is just over a second. Aaron Adcock trying to chase down Zach Wetstein to take over that 4th position. Ooh, Jason Lottridge got up into the wall. That's going to allow these two to get right on by. A little battle heating up here between Christopher Heiner and Josh Lokenvitz. Now we've got Chris McLean, who's cut down into Garrett Kinder's lead, and Jason Lottridge finally hits pit road. Garrett Kinder continues to lead here, but Chris McLean slowly starting to cut into his lead. He's got Brandon Wallace side by side with Josh Oswald in front of him. So just taking a peek for those iRacing nerds out there. quite a few changes coming up in the patch here on Tuesday. The Aston Martin GT4, the Hyundai Veloster. iRacing has their own car coming out, the IR04, which is going to be an open-wheel car. The Buick LeSabre from 1987. Then they've got the South American, the Brazilian Stock Car Federation, Toyota Corolla and Chevy Cruze coming out. Federated Auto Parts Raceway, which is a dirt track. Winston Motor Raceway, another short track for iRacing. Some netcode improvements. New tire and updated multiple tire compound rules, which is cool for the open wheel guys because it allows them to choose between a hard and a soft compound on the tires. You're right, updates to the 2020 truck season, the 2022 truck season. New damage models, some new series, and a whole lot more. So, yeah, if you're looking for some reading material, definitely check out the release notes if you're into that kind of thing. Kinder continues to lead over Chris McLean, and McLean not able to get through this lap traffic as well as Garrett Kinder is. Kinder's catching him at all the right places. McLean, not so much. He's catching him, it seems like, coming off the corner, where Kinder's been catching him coming into the corners. And that makes a big difference as Kinder getting his way around Sam Wetstein, who's looking like he's got the same connection issue that Zach has had. We'll battle back here. Tia Swank going around Kyle Roberts to take over that 6th position. Josh Lokenvitz getting passed by Christian Denman, so move Denman up into 14th. You see Zach Wetstein coming through as well. Zach currently sitting in the 3rd position. Now Garrett Kinder got messed up by the lap traffic, and Chris McLean is right there on the back bumper yet again. And they've got 2 wide racing in front of them, as we saw Spencer Gay and William Griffith side by side. Griffith's going to stay up on the high side, allow Kinder to get right on by. Oh, McLean looked down to the bottom. I thought he was going to try to take a shot at him here. You see Spencer Gay now looking down underneath Alex Veith. Ooh, washes up the track. Almost in the side of Veith. That is not what Kinder wanted to see. As Garrett Kinder makes his way around that lap truck. Take a look here from the roof of Garrett Kinder, and McLean is right there on the back bumper. McLean now taking a look down to the inside. And McLean's going to take that position away from Garrett Kinder, but can Kinder cross him back over? He will. Side by side yet again. Now Kinder's got the run into the corner. He's going to take that lead back. Head crossover yet again for McLean. So these two crossing each other over and battling it out. But move McLean up into the point. We have just 23 laps to go when they cross the line this time. So while these two have been battling close and keeping each other at bay, Zach Wetstein's in his own postal code right now as he's just coming off of turn number 4 while our leaders are making their way through turns 1 and 2. So 3rd place, a mile back, but Aaron Adcock catching Zach Wetstein, trying to take over that third position. Eddie Morris in the chat saying, let's go, Kinder. As Chris McLean leads yet another lap, and Kinder may have burnt his stuff off trying to get through the lap traffic there. Now it's McLean's turn to try to get through the lap traffic first. He easily makes easy work of the 5 of Brett Grunwald. Gets around Charlie Elmore as well. And only 9 cars on the lead lap right now. So these boys up front putting on a clinic here. As Chris McLean is trying to catch the 1 of Christopher Hyder. Put another car a lap down. See Christopher Hyder, and that's the 99 of Brandon Wallace. Just coming across the line, and now our leader just coming across the line. So you can see these guys setting the pace here. And last time by, Chris McLean ran a 24.79. Garrett Kinder ran a 25.13. Zach Wetstein ran a 24.76. So I don't know what happened to Kinder. I don't know if he burnt something off or if he might have caught the wall or something, but he is falling back. But you don't have to win them all. Kinder just looking for a good points day to try to stretch that points lead. And you see that truck washing up the track. And let's ride along with Kinder here. Let's take a look at that wheel and see how much wheel he's got to put in it to get the truck turned. I think he might have burnt off that front tire. Yeah, you see him turning the wheel and the truck sliding up the track. That tells me that right front on that truck is gone, and that's why Chris McLean is now stretched out to a 2-second lead, and Zach Wetstein is currently pulling in that 13 machine. So yeah, Kinder needs a caution right now to be able to go down, get some new tires. In the chat, they're saying that Chris McLean is cheating. He's running that Ford with the EcoBoost, got a couple turbos in there. That's why he's able to pull away like he is. So Garrett Kinder currently in trouble with just 13 laps to go. Speaking of Christopher Hyder, he just got around Kyle Roberts to move himself up into the 8th position. Again, now Kyle Roberts would be the last car on the lead lap, and not for long. As we see our leader, he's got lap trucks side by side in front of him. That's not what he wants to see. Brandon Wallace on the bottom getting around teammate Kyle Roberts, and here goes Kyle Roberts going a lap down. So that's going to put only 8 cars up on the lead lap. They're saying if Ford can run the EcoBoost, they should let Chevy run dualies. No, they gotta let Chevy run the old 496s, those 8.1 liter Vortex. I'd put him on par. Not fuel mileage wise, but power wise for sure. Well, last time by, Chris McLean ran a 24.98. Let's see what he does this time. 24.88. Garrett Kinder's going to come across the line and run a 25 flat. And Zach Wetstein also ran a 25 flat. So unless the caution comes out in the next few laps or something catastrophic happens to Chris McLean, which it could. These guys are running into lap traffic, and we saw the lap traffic side by side earlier as Chris McLean is catching the one of Christopher Heiner to put that 8th place truck a lap down. These guys are putting on quite the show tonight, a clinic, if you will, on how to get around here. Garrett Kinder and Chris McLean taking Eddie Smith's advice from the first race on how to get around this track. And Zach, still about 2 seconds behind Kinder. Zach also looking for a caution here to catch up and try to make a run at it. But right now it's all about the 19 or the 05 on your screen of Chris McLean. Christopher Heiner gets around side by side with Alex Veith. Chris McLean having to deal with the lap traffic as well, and almost gets. I saw Alex Veith got a little loose there. So a sketchy moment there for Chris McLean. We have just 5 laps to go. Although wilder things have happened, caution could come out at any second now, and surprised Ratchet Miller hasn't tried to cause the caution yet to get Kinder caught back up. Just 4 laps to go. This is the difference between what we saw with Garrett Kinder and what we're seeing with Chris McLean. You see when he turns into the corner, not turning as much wheel as Kinder was. He's able to hold that bottom. Now we look at Garrett Kinder putting a lot more wheel into that while he's trying to get around the 51 of Alex Veith. But we've been seeing Kinder put quite a bit more wheel into the truck, and the truck not rotating like he wants it to. So Chris McLean comes off of turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are in the air. We have just 2 laps to go. We see him going around the 78 of Cody Bohm. And he still has to deal with the lap truck of Christopher Heiner. We did have a caution early. And I think we had 2 cautions early. But a white flag is in the air. No caution's going to come out now as Chris McLean making his way through turns 1 and 2. Ooh, Chris Heiner gets really loose in front of the 05. But makes his way through turns 3 and 4. And as he comes across the line, your winner tonight, Chris McLean getting the win. Garrett Kinder is going to come home second. Zach Wetstein, a hard-fought third. Aaron Adcock comes home 4th, and Tracy Passions is going to come home 5th tonight. So, great run for everybody here tonight, but it's all about the 05 tonight, pulling double duty, coming home 6th in the first race, coming home to take the win here in the second race, and he's going to come down and start the demolition on his own as he burns it down and catches that inside wall. Don't know if he knows that there's still cars out there trying to finish the race, but and there they go. The celebratory demolition derby at the end of the race. Let's take a look at the results. Again, your winner tonight, the 05 or 19 on the screen of Chris McLean. Garrett Kinder comes home in second. Zach Wetstein comes home in third. Aaron Adcock and Tracy Passons round out your top five. We got trucks up in the fence. Tia Swank comes home in sixth with Charles Davis Jr. in the seventh spot. Chris Heiner, Kyle Roberts, and Sam Wetstein round out your top 10. 11th belongs to Spencer Gay with Christian Deadman coming home in 12th. 13th will be Jim McClendon, Tyler Rice, and Mickey Isaac in the 15th position. 16th will be Josh Loganvitz with Brandon Wallace, Jason Lotridge, Brett Grunwald, and Charlie Elmore rounding out the top 20. 21st will be Josh Oswald. Cody Bohm comes home 22nd. Alex Veith 23rd. William Griffith 24th. And Mike Veith round out the field here at Dover International Speedway. And I think that 05 is still trying to roll after that hard impact. That doesn't look like he's going to be moving here as we get ready for our Thunderstruck Super Series post-race interviews. We'll talk with third place, Zach Wetstein. Zach, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got it.
Man, tough run tonight, coming home third. I mean, still good points tonight, all in all. But I know you want to get the win. But it looked like Chris and Garrett were able to hold on to their stuff a little bit longer than you were. It looked like you kind of fell back there at the beginning. Falling back, were you trying to save your stuff for later on the run, or were you just having some issues?
I got no answers for you there, man. I just pretty frustrating. They, I don't know if they changed the setup or what, but I was able to dominate here last time, and I was able to roll the center so much better, and that would in turn help the exit for the truck. So. Yeah, not sure what happened in between then and now, but it was, I know it seems bad to say that, third place finish was frustrating, but it just, the car didn't do what I wanted it to like it did last time.
We saw that with a couple trucks, just not able to do what they wanted to do with it. Even towards the end there, we saw Garrett Kinder pushing up the track there. But, man, it's just you guys put on quite the show tonight. Only one caution. Was that surprising to you, only having the one caution here tonight?
Honestly, no. I mean, unless you really mess up and hit the wall, usually you're able to get out of it and avoid hitting that wall. You'll lose time, you'll lose track position, but you're able to do that. And like I don't know if I said, but the truck was super tight tonight. And so I think even if you wanted to spin out, like if you wanted to literally spin out on purpose to cause a caution, you couldn't because of how tight it was. So, everybody just kind of racing respectfully and aware of their surroundings, and I think that kind of led towards the race that we had.
You don't think that paint job slowed the truck down a little bit tonight?
No. Carson Wentz wasn't on board. That. If he was on board, then it probably, would have been intercepted by a few more cars. But no, I won like 3 races in a row last year in this paint scheme, so I thought I'd bring it back. Probably have it next week for Watkins Glen as well.
Powering on. Charging battery.
That was very strange. My headset decided it just wanted to shut off, so I do apologize for that. Right at the end of your comment there. But again, congratulations on the podium. I know, like you said, frustrating podium, but I understand completely. And anybody you want to thank, any shots you got to give before we let you go here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Hall Heating and Sheet Metal for sponsoring the series. Ray Cobb, always fun to talk about Ray. It's been a while, but still fun to talk about kind of memories we had with him. Smell Racing Designs, Shiba Inu Crypto, and Cincy Broadcasting, you for broadcasting, Pegleg Felts, Thunderstruck, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Smell Racing Designs, also Adam Lang, who made the paint schemes for Hoosier Motorsports, and my Hoosier Motorsports teammates, and finally my parent.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the third place finish. I'm sure we'll talk to you in the next one.
Thank you.
There you have a third place finisher, Zach Wetstein. Let's bring in your second place finisher, Garrett Kinder. Garrett, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Josh.
Man, it looks like those notes that you got off Eddie Smith kind of helped you out here tonight. You had a good finish. Notes not the win that you wanted, but a good points night to extend that points lead you got.
Yeah, I think if I had stayed disciplined to the notes that I jotted down for Mr. Smith, that I probably would have finished a little bit better. Maybe ended up with the win, but man, after I got those new tires on, I kind of lost discipline and ended up running some goofy lines and ended up costing my right front pretty heavy. So still a pretty good finish overall. Though I'll take a P2 any day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said in the broadcast. It looks like you burnt that right front off, and the truck was really pushing through the corner. Now, Zach said that the setup was really, really tight tonight. Did you have to drive that thing with the gas pedal as much as you had the steering wheel tonight?
Man, it was kind of weird. Basically, the only super loose portion was going to be the exits of 2 and 4, of course, but more so on 4. It all kind of just depends on how you got into the turn, about how tight it felt. Early run, you could really loop that bottom, and it would hook up, and you could just stay stuck and drive off with it. And but it was weird. Really late run, it's like it got. Like, of course, I know late run tires are going to get worse. It's going to get tighter, but it got exponentially worse than what I thought it would as far as getting tight. So, yeah, it was a pretty tight setup. I'd prefer it to be a little bit more loose, but there was already some people that looked like maybe having some problems on keeping it straight. So, man, we went with one caution at Dover. Heck yeah.
Yeah, well, I mentioned that to Zach. I asked him, was he surprised that there was only one caution tonight? And he said no. And you're saying that you are kind of surprised we only had one caution here tonight.
I don't want to say surprised because it makes me sound like I don't have faith in these guys. It's just it may be uncharacteristic. I watched that outlaw race, and I was kind of expecting more of the same over here. But man, these guys really impressed me. There was people getting up into the wall and maybe doing a little bit of bumping and shoving out of the way, but everybody kept it on track, and everybody kept running except for that one caution. So, I mean, that just speaks volumes for the talent level that we have over here. And not speaking bad about Outlaws, they've got some great drivers over there too. Just this one caution thing, it did blow my mind a little bit. It really did.
I know Ratchet's a little upset that you let the Ford win tonight, but before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out? Any thanks you got to give here tonight?
Well, of course, I got to thank you up in the booth. Love going back and watch these broadcasts on Monday morning. It's a good way to get my morning going. I got to thank Kinder Farm Ranch, of course, and Ratchet Speed Shop. Those guys that my phone's going to be blowing up. They text me all the time. They just love watching. Heck, I don't even have to be racing. Sometimes I'm on my way back down there to go visit them, and they're watching races, or I'm down there with them. They want to watch the races. So a lot of support for not just me, but for all the leagues I'm in as a whole, especially Original Rebels Racing League. It's kind of turned into a little family deal over here, and it's really a lot of fun. I got to thank Big Frig and Crossfire Cattle Coolers. If you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper than everybody else, make sure you look up Big Frig and Crossfire Cattle Coolers at bigfrig.com. Wolfpack Racing, Ray Page over there, great guy to know. I'll say it every time. I'll say it again. If you haven't talked to him, go talk to him. He's a hoot and a half, I promise. And I got to thank, of course, all my Reaper Racing teammates. We came out and we had a pretty good showing tonight, I felt. Had couple of us in the top 10, and some bad luck. I think Coach had some problems getting down on pit road. He was having a pretty good run before that, but it was a good time. I enjoyed doing it, and Chris McLean, he's a teammate that's on another league that I'm in, so I was happy to see him bring it home, and it was just a good time. I enjoyed it. I always do.
For sure, we enjoyed watching it. So again, congrats on the extending the points lead tonight, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, yeah. How do you like your chances next week? You're going to be turning right, but for another reason.
If I can keep it on track, I'll call it a success. I don't mind Watkins Glen so much. It's just, it's not my forte.
It's one of my favorite tracks on the service, so I'm looking forward to next week.
If it had to be a road course, I'm glad it's Watkins Glen, not something else like Coda or Mid-Ohio or Canadian Tire.
There you go.
I'd much rather be Watkins Glen.
There you go. Well, we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, we'll see.
There you have it, your second place finisher tonight. Garrett Kinder, let's bring in your winner tonight, Chris McLean. Chris, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, boy.
Man, running a little double duty tonight, coming home 6th in the first one, getting the win here tonight in the big race on Sunday. How much did that run in that first race help you tonight? Did it help you a ton, or was it just totally different?
Yeah, nah, I mean it did help a little. I had to redeem myself because me and Eddie was out front there having a good race, and I messed up and sped off pit road on that last stop and had to work my way back from like 22nd, and ended up all in all it turned out to be better than it could have been. But it was a little hotter in here, a little a little looser on exit, and you just couldn't put the power down, and but overall it was pretty good. Had a great race. Just rode behind Kinder there for a little while through that first run, and I could tell through the long run that I was a little better than him on the long run. But I think it was just um, you had to adjust your line once the right front started wearing, and so I was kind of entering in the middle and getting that straight drive off, and I think that was the difference between me and Kinder throughout the run. He was kind of sticking to that same line, and I think he actually, because he had a good lead on me after that cycle of pit stops, I think he was actually pushing a little harder than he should have been. Didn't mind his tires there, so I was able to catch him and get by him, and then rest is history.
For sure. Now you guys were catching that lap traffic in that second run there. And it seems like Kinder was catching it all the right times. You were catching it all the wrong times, but you were able to drive back up to him. Was lap traffic a bit of a concern there, that part of the race?
Absolutely. I was like you said, I seemed like I was catching them at the wrong time. Right there at corner exit of 2 and 4 is terrible to catch anybody. Especially lap traffic. Because they're trying to get out of the way, and sometimes that's worse. But yeah, I was just trying to mind my p's and q's and make sure that I didn't wash up into nobody, and really keep an eye on them, make sure they didn't slam the wall or whatever the case may be. Just trying to get through there clean and just keep Kinder in reach, and we was able to do that, and finally got a little bit of track, open track, and was able to catch him and race him a little bit there. He crossed me over one time. I was kind of surprised. I didn't expect that, but it made a lot of fun for sure.
I'm sure you guys were crossing each other over for a little bit. And you put on the clinic. You guys we only had 8 cars finish on the lead lap tonight. So really shows the dominating performance between you and Kinder tonight. And before we let you go, anybody you want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to all the admins and Original Rebel Racing League. Man, they do a great job. It's a great league to race, and I just wanted to get in here and run with these guys tonight. I was able to do it. I'm normally run with the Outlaw Series, but I'll give a big shout out to my teammates, Poman Motorsports. You up in the booth, it's always a good time going back and watching the broadcast on the next day. Just see where, maybe it could have been a little better, or it could have been a little worse, or whatever the case may be. But it's always a lot of fun. You do a great job in the broadcast.
Well, I appreciate that. And I look forward to calling next week at Watkins Glen, one of my favorite tracks on the server. So we'll look forward to that next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be have to agree to disagree there, but I don't mind it so much. I just turn one is always my downfall there. I tend to wheel hop it in turn one a lot. Everything else I love Watkins Glen, but turn one's my nemesis.
Well, it's a lot of people's nemesis for sure, but I'm looking forward to next week, and good luck there next week, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, buddy.
So there you have it, Chris McLean, your winner tonight here in the Original Rebels Sunday Night Truck Series, brought to you by Whole Heating and Sheet Metal. I also want to talk about our biggest mover of the night, Kyle Roberts, coming home tonight. He's going to get the Evil Empire Sim Sport Hard Charger Award tonight. Kyle Roberts making up 13 positions from where he started tonight, getting himself up into 9th place, the first truck 1 lap down. So congratulations to Kyle Roberts for that. Also going to throw out the Hard Luck Award tonight. And the Hard Luck Award, whoops, that did not work out the way I wanted it to. Let's try that again. The Hard Luck Award tonight is going to go to Cody Bohm. And Cody had a tough time in qualifying, got caught up in a couple of wrecks here tonight, and unfortunately for him, finishes back in 22nd position. So Cody Bohm will have to get the hard luck award tonight. So great job to everybody here tonight. Just one caution. We're excited to look forward to Watkins Glen next week for the Truck doubleheader. Again, don't forget to join us tomorrow night as the Extreme Forces Racing League takes on Auto Club Speedway in the ARCA car. So that's going to be an exciting one. Tuesday night is the conclusion of the SCSRA Truck Series. Of course, we also have our Doghouse Racing League, so another Tuesday night doubleheader Truck Series. So check out that as well. So if you like good racing here on Intensity Broadcasting, follow us, like us, and follow along for live iRacing 7 nights a week. Again, my name is Josh Hall. It's been the Original Rebels Racing League Truck Doubleheader. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. Don't forget, forgot to mention it tonight. Don't forget to check out the Original Rebels Racing League website at ORRleague.com. I left a link down in the description below where you can always find any news, stats, standings, and whatnot for for Original Rebels. So check that out as well. And for as always, for everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, and as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over and out.